Hey, it's Ann Carden here, and if you're a coach or consultant who wants to scale with high ticket, you're in the right place. I'm going to share with you one step in my 7E formula for getting and closing high paying clients, building a multiple 6 and 7-figure business, and having predictable and consistent 5 and 6-figure months. All right. So I want to share with you step number 2 in my 7E formula, and that is engineer your business model to be high ticket. Engineer your high ticket business model. So I have to ask you, what are you out there selling? What are your prices? What are you charging? You know, a lot of people charge by the hour. Oh my gosh, no, experts do not charge by the hour. A lot of people do little short programs and they stay on this hamster wheel of having to promote those things over and over again. Again, not the best strategy. And a lot of people have reoccurring revenue, but they're not charging enough and they're not owning their value. So I want to show you how to fix this, how to get those high ticket clients. Now, when I talk about high ticket clients, some people say high ticket might be $1,000 or $3,000 or even $5,000. I'm typically talking high ticket on the low side, 5,000, but I'm really talking about 25, 50, 75, 100, $200,000 clients. That's really what I'm talking about. So the first thing is you need a high ticket offer. You know, I can't tell you how many coaches and consultants I've worked with that, you know, their big offer was $5,000 or $10,000, but we were able to take them to a $45,000 or a $48,000 offer. I have one client I worked with where she had a $200,000 offer. And so this is what I'm talking about. This is the money I'm talking about. Now, I should say you need to be good at what you do. Okay, you have to be able to deliver. You have to be able to deliver a good result. But if you have been in business for a long time and you've got great client testimonials and you've got results and you have a high value that you bring to your clients, you should be scaling into high ticket, and you should be leveling up if you have not done it yet. So how can you do this? You need a high ticket offer, and in my opinion it needs 2 components, and this is where a lot of people go wrong, and I'm going to show you why. You need a component that's active revenue, and you need a component that's residual revenue. So the residual is you're getting paid consistently for a longer period of time, and the active is a shorter period of time, but you're still paid well. See, a couple of mistakes that I see coaches and consultants make is they have one or the other, but they don't put both together. They don't have both. And it's why a lot of times they're missing out on a lot of opportunity in their business. You know, I talk to coaches all the time that say, no, I don't want to work with clients long term. Well, you're going to just stay on that grind of always having to promote. You have no consistency in your business, and if you don't promote, you have no money. Okay, so it's literally starting back over every single time. That can keep you doing this. What if you get sick? What if you get sick for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and you can't do much in your business, or you can't promote, or you can't launch, or you can't do that? What happens to your revenue? But when you have residual revenue, it's money that you're being paid on a monthly basis over and over again, right? And so that residual revenue builds up as you bring in another client, you add them to your client list, now you build on that residual. So you're not starting back over every single month. Now, I see a lot of coaches and consultants who have residual revenue, but this is what they do. They bring somebody in, I'm just going to say for 12 months, and let's just say you're going to charge $1,000 a month. And let's just say I want to add another $10,000 or $15,000 to my business this month. Well, I've got to go out and find 10 or 15 clients. All right. But if I have a high ticket active revenue process, now I can bring in a client for $5,000 or $10,000, and then I can have that back end residual. So you need both. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. When someone comes to you and they want to work with you, what is that big shot of revenue that you can put into your business immediately? So what's that thing that you can help them with right out of the gate that's high value that they have to pay $5,000 or $10,000 or even more for? And it maybe takes you a few hours or 30 days to deliver that. See, one of the things that I do is when people come to me, the first step in our process is we are going to deep dive into their business and do an assessment. So let me take an example of a small business owner. They come to me, they're having cash flow problems or profitability problems or whatever their problem is, and they want to work with me. They want my help. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is deep dive into their business, and I'm going to lay out the game plan. Okay, this is how we can fix this. This is how we can, start scaling your business, adding hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars to your business, and then this is how long I think it will take. But they're going to pay for that assessment up front with a higher fee. So instead of bringing that client in at, let's say, $2,500 or $3,500 a month, and I start them out at that, I actually double that upfront fee because I do spend a little bit more time with them, and I'm mapping out the plan, and I'm deep diving into their business. And so there's a little bit more work up front when I start working with a client. So they're going to pay me for that up front. So I double the fees. So if they're paying me $2,500 a month for 12 months or 18 months or whatever we determine is the right fit, they're going to pay me $5,000 up front. If they're paying me $3,500 a month, they're going to pay me $7,000 up front. If they're paying me $5,000 a month, they're going to pay me $10,000 up front. So they're paying double the fee up front, and then everything else is broken up on the back end. By doing this, I get those big shots of revenue into my business. If I bring in one new client a month or even 2 new clients a month, I have added a minimum of $10,000 to my business, a minimum. If I do that every single month, I'm adding an additional $10,000 or an additional $20,000 to my business. And it is such a game changer, because then not only is it lucrative for you to bring in a new client, but now you can build up that back end. So I hope this gives you some suggestions for restructuring your business. And are you using this in your business, or are you just a one-off sale and then people are gone? That's a lot of work. And even if you say max out working with one-to-one clients. So I can only take on 10 one-to-one clients. I don't want any more than that. That's my max. If I have a waiting list, I have a waiting list. Or they can go into a group program with me. And so that would be the next high level tier. But I'm still taking that initial money up front because, and here's why, I'm going to spend more time with them up front and make sure that they have everything they need to really understand what they need to do over the course of the next several months that we're going to work together, whether they're in a group or whether they're private. So this is the way I've structured my business, and this is the way I've helped other people structure their business. And it is an absolute game changer because you get those big shots of revenue into your business and you build up your monthly at the same time. So I hope this is helpful for you. I want to invite you, if you want to know my 7E formula for getting and closing high-paying clients, going to multiple 6 and 7 figures, and getting consistent 5 and 6 figure months, then I want to invite you to download my video series, and I walk you through all the steps. And make sure you bring a pen and paper because I give a lot of gold in those videos. I will put the link below this video. By the way, if you found this valuable, I want to invite you to subscribe right now to my YouTube channel and make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications when I come on YouTube every week. So again, I'm Ann Carden. I help business coaches, entrepreneurs, consultants, and coaches who are in the executive or leadership space, people working basically with businesses or executives. I help you build a high ticket business so that you can have a life and a business that you not only love, but it pays you what you deserve to get paid. So subscribe right now, and I'll talk to you on the next video.